Hi, my name is Rachel, and I am doing this video vlog because I used to do it, but I kind of fell out of practice. And I normally, obviously, don't like to vlog very often, but I'm really needing an outlet right now. And I used to write down everything in a diary, when you're a kid, and little girl and stuff like that, or even a little boy, and you have your journal, and I had some bad experiences over the years. I didn't really um, grow up with the normal is relative, by the way, things. So I guess by normal, I mean your Wonder Bread, picket white fence family of, you know, but nobody really does. And if they do, they're kind of just really fucking boring if they are. So always remember that every time you say, I want to be normal. I get you on that one, I do. But as far as normality is concerned, there is no normal that is really normal. So, lame, I know. But anyway, so I used to write in a diary all the time, and I uh, really liked it. It really released a lot for me when I was a little kid, and it helped me because I think my first one, my very first diary, it was I believe it might have been from my grandmother, or maybe it was maybe we just got it. I don't know. I know it was like this very pretty white powdery blue color, and it had like a little gold lock on it, and it actually had a key which was badass. So like it actually like when you folded it and you know, but it was cool because it was on the side, and it had an option too. So if you lost your key, you could just I mean it's not that hard to get open, but it was the point of privacy. Is that was the whole thing. Um, when I was growing up and I was writing in that, I really liked it, and on the very first page, I wrote stuff, and then I drew something, and I drew something that was, let me verify, not inappropriate, not vile, or anything that you would worry about your kids or your teenagers or whatever actually like drawing. It's nothing to be concerned about. It's a fucking diary. So anyway, I later on it found that somebody, my brother specifically, um, had gotten into it and had read some of my diary, and I'm pretty sure my mom did too, but I whatever. But so the whole violation of privacy was really cut when I was about in like fourth to fifth grade, and I am still mad about that. I wound up having some issues still because of that. Privacy is a very important thing. Unless you choose to put it out there, you should probably not put it out there. But anyway, I thought it was in a safe place. I was in my home. I was in the apartment we were living in. I was next to St. Agatha's, which was the church that we went to regularly. It was a block away. And we were poorer, but we weren't poor to the point of what I'm doing now. But we were surviving, and we did good. So I was very much faith based at that time, and I had been brought up in a Catholic family. So when my privacy had kind of been breached, I didn't really appreciate the fact that every time I would retry this, because I would go through bouts of not having a diary since then because I knew what would happen. And every single time now, I it doesn't seem to matter what you say to people. It doesn't seem to matter what you don't say to people on that one. If you say don't get into something, or please leave that alone, or I don't know, something like, if you read my diary, don't tell me you did, and don't talk about it unless you're going to talk about it with me, I mean, that was the whole thing. And it really upset me to understand that privacy, again, is just a shit show. So, I probably had about 6. And so, the first time, my brother read it. And then the second time, it was a Winnie the Pooh purple, uh, skinnier one, but it was bigger this time. It was, for being a little older at that time, and I was probably in 8th grade. And then I put it underneath my mattress. Well, that was dumb, because your mom changes your fucking sheets if you don't. And my mom didn't like me changing my sheets at that time. And I don't know. Anyway, so she would go into our rooms and snoop around while she would clean. And genuinely, sometimes she would clean, but it was more to fuck around. And so she found my diary. But it's not even the fact that she, I mean, yes, it was the fact that she read it. It really scared me, but it was the fact of the repercussions of it. Now, there's a variety of things that could happen to anybody in this situation, but for me specifically, this was after my parents' divorce, and so this was, or after they had separated and we had moved, and I was living with just my brother and my mom and my stepdad, and um, and anyway, she just flipped out completely, and by keyword of flip out, I mean holy fuck, flip out. Not, what the hell is this? Not, that shit. What the fuck, Or, it wasn't a normal, more normal parental reaction. And some things happened because of that. So I wound up getting yelled at and screamed at, and I had written something in there because I was frustrated from something, and I wrote something like, I wish my mom would let me date, or I wish my mom would let me do something. I have no fucking clue, honestly. I kind of blocked that part out. But whatever it was, I know that she was in my room, and she called me down, and she just flipped on me, and she was just like, you don't want to, you don't want to love me? You don't want to let me fine. Go ahead, go ahead. I was like, that wasn't the point. And I specifically said, it's just to let out frustration. And and the irony is that she's the one who bought me the diary anyway. I should have seen this coming, but I was fucking 8th grade. What the hell was I supposed to do? I'm about to go into fucking high school. I'm already stressing about that. But anyway, so I tried after a few years again, and then it was read by one of my exes, who I had told this very story to, about how sensitive of a subject it is for me. And usually I never even go there with an ex, or, well, at that time it was in my then boyfriend, and I don't understand, I guess, how you can, again, temptation is a terrible thing. I've done things, you've done things, I'm sure, where it's like, what the fuck. I never thought I would do that, but after a certain amount of times, or if something is specifically expressed, it didn't, I don't know, get through to him, I guess. And for the second time in my life, I was made fun of because of my diary. being bad. So it wasn't even the fact that he was angry, it was just the fact that he didn't care. And I thought he did, and I was dumb. So you can see the pattern happening here. I mean, just if I could do one thing, it would be to have a diary or a journal again. And since everybody seems to just put their shit out there now and not have kind of any space or anything like that, I figured I might as well start this. But I'm not. It's not like a succumbing thing. It's more to change it up. It's to kind of just give yourself a perspective of maybe what blogging could be, and then eventually, hopefully down the line, be able to kind of reserve some of our privacy for, private things. And then the other would be to be able to learn how to express our emotions voluntarily without feeling immense pressure. Communication skills are a huge lack everywhere. And if you don't believe me, try it. Just look around. Just look around. It's like people watching. Just look around and like listen and just hear all this bullshit that people just fucking talk about all the time. And it's just fucking boring. Now, granted, that's not everybody's, situation. So that goes for a very small amount of what I personally have observed. And I'm just as guilty. I really, really am. I was just talking about Mariah Carey last night, and I was like, it's just, she looks so upset, and I don't. Would you do better? I mean, I don't know. And as far as that's concerned, Mariah, whatever it was, just to know. This is a good point where you can go and you can redeem yourself from whatever. And I think it's just a fluke anyway for New Year's and all that stuff. So just don't perform on New Year's Eve. Don't perform on any of that stuff that goes for anybody else, I guess. Because honestly, if that was me, I don't care how much money, as many times as shit has gone wrong at the Super Bowl, at New Year's Eve, at all that shit, I don't want to do it. Christmas only, Halloween only, that's it. Anyway, so yeah. Anyway, I guess that's kind of just it, and that's the start of it. And I really just want to be able to express myself again in a way that really helped me, and I can't write it down. So just I tried and I tried again, and I am with somebody I trust now, like really trust. But I just still can't bring myself to do it because every time I do, even when I was by myself and I did it, and living by myself, I still had a problem trying to write in a diary again. So we're gonna try this. This was again suggested to me by my SO, and very very smart man. So thank you, and I love you very much. Anyway, my name is Rachel, and I have no idea why I'm here, but I'm fucking here. Next video, I guess we'll just do shit I like and shit about me and shit stuff, whatever. I like the word shit. I don't care. I know people make fun of me for that, but I use it for literally everything. Anyway, have a great one, and